Yes, sir. Chat, get in here. Get in here. Yes, sir. We got a lot to talk about. The Dallas Cowboys. I'm hoping they firing Matt Eberflus because he need to get up out of Dallas. Hop in. Join in. Give it a share. Do what you got to do. Grab your drink because we vibing. Appreciate everybody. Get in here, chat. Get in here. Get in here. How we feeling? Because I'm going to tell y'all right now. The Dallas Cowboys. we got some things to say. That's all I'm going to say today. Whew, we got some player interviews to watch. We got a couple points that we going to touch because it's obvious. Matt Eberflus needs to go. Tune in. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way in. In 3, 2, up. In 3, 2. Yeah. How we feeling, chat? How we feeling? I'm going to tell y'all now, I'm feeling all right. You know, the Dallas Cowboys, unfortunately, not going to make the playoffs. So, you know, I'm really disappointed about that. You know, I'm to the point where I'm like, okay, I get it. I got it. You know, now we're to a point where it's like, what do we do? Get ready to book your trips. Go ahead and book them. Book your time away from your, you know, because it's officially a wrap, y'all. You know, we're playing for whatever we want to play for. We're playing for pride. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Play for pride. Play for it. Let me see what you got, especially against these Chargers because they're pretty nice. So, you know, we're going to see how the Dallas Cowboys finish the season off. Now, mind you, I did just hear some news about you will not see Joe Milton this rest of the season. We're playing to win, and there's nothing else about it. But yeah, I appreciate everybody stopping in, showing some love. If you're on the way in, double tap the screen, hit the like button, hit the share button. It's easy. It's easy. Come on over to YouTube, TikTok, man. Y'all know what it is. But yeah, man, we're in a spot where how can we find some type of light at the end of the season? Because that's what it's feeling like to me. We need to find out what will happen moving on to next season. We really do. Hold on, chat. Let me see. So, you know, that leads me to my first point, guys, you know, and that is I'm hearing that Matt Eberflus, guys, I'm hearing that Matt Eberflus is calling plays from the booth the rest of the season. He calling plays from the booth the rest of the season. Why is Matt Eberflus trying to go up in the booth now? May I ask? Because why? You've been down on the field, getting that field of view. So now you choose to go up in the booth the rest of the season, and what difference does it make? because obviously you need to get up out of Dallas. And I'm definitely with him being up out of Dallas. I'm gonna be honest. Because I'm telling y'all, if we can find a better defensive coordinator, I guarantee you the Dallas Cowboys is gonna be something to reckon with. Y'all gonna be sitting here talking about, oh, wait a minute. We seen the offense. We see that when that defense even get to showing a little bit of life. I mean, just a little bit of life. You can see what type of team the Dallas Cowboys can be. But until we get to that point, there's not going to be no difference. We're going to continue to downfall every December. We're going to continue to get to this point where we don't know what we're going to do on the defensive side of the ball, or don't go get the amount of players that we need, because right now I'm hearing that everybody wants Caleb Downs from Ohio State to safety. And I'm with it. Now, we all know that Jerry usually don't go for the prize. He don't go for the prize all the time, just going for it. That's what everybody want. He'll go opposite. So we got to be mindful of that. You know, Caleb Downs, he's a great player. We're going to make multiple videos over bro because he is nice. I love how he works. He gets it done. So moving forward, you know, Matt Eberflus being in the place that he in, right? He goes and calls the decision of, you know what? I'm going to call the plays from the booth. We need to let go of 59. We need to get a new linebacking core. Guys, we're at a point that, you know, it's Dallas Cowboys for life. I'm going to tell y'all that. It's always Dallas Cowboys for life. You can't beat it. But what I'm trying to say is that how can we change that? Can we change this ever so same thing that we do every season around December? Like, can we change this mediocrity, this discipline, these flags and these penalties? Can we change the culture on the defensive side of the ball to some head honchos that's flying to the ball, breaking up passes, covering ground, making plays? When are we going to get back to that type of defense? Because the Dallas Cowboys have not seen a defense like that in years. So moving forward, guys, how can we expect the Dallas Cowboys to perform the rest of the season? Now, Brian Schottenheimer stated multiple times that they're playing to win. And I think they should too. You're about to face a 10-4 Chargers team, and they're seeking the playoffs too, I believe. I'm not sure where they're at, but I'm pretty sure they're seeking, on the cusp of it. So who's going to be the difference maker, man? I've been stating this all season long. You go on my page and you watch all my videos. Who is the difference maker on the defensive side of the ball? It ain't one yet. Agent Zero, he just got back from an ACL tear. We can't expect him to be the difference maker. You can't do that. So, moving forward, guys, who can we expect to be that guy? Because we got to see some change, man. We got to see some change, and we got to be able to make something happen, bro. Like, instead of, oh no, man, it just ain't it. It just ain't it sometimes. Let me see. We're about to look at these pictures right quick. Hold on. Yep. So we got, here, hold on. Let me go over here. Hold on, chat. Yeah, here it is. Kevin over on TikTok says, Smack, don't you think it's better to get a better draft? Yes, 100%. We need a better draft. We need a lot, bro. I'm gonna be honest. We need a defensive draft. I'm just gonna be quite frank. We need a defensive draft. We preaching defense. Defense. That's all we need. That's all we need. So let's see what I like to listen to what AI said. So let's see what AI talking about. Chat. I don't feel like reading all this. Yep. I sure did say it. We about to listen to it. Hold on. Sheesh. Oh, okay. There we go. I'm like, why this ain't playing? I got it. Here we go.
QB Dak Prescott said he absolutely wants to play in the next 3 games regardless of Dallas's playoff hopes. Being a professional, this is my job. This is what I love to do. Sitting out last year and the times before, you don't take this game for granted. You play every game to win. You play every game with a chance to go to the playoffs and play in the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, that's not always the case. If that's not the case when we take the field, or whatever it may be, I'm thankful for the opportunity to play this game, and I'm not going to ever pass it up.
And as you should. As you should. Because, Dak, he on year 11. About to be, you might as well call it year 11, chat. Dak on year 11, chat. Ain't that crazy? We got another Tony Romo in the making, chat. Don't hide from it. Don't hide from it. That's the truth. The absolute truth. Yeah, we got a Tony Romo in the making. Cowboys defensive tackle Quentin Williams back in practice after being in concussion protocol. So this concussion stuff, man, these men need to make sure they're, watching themselves, man. I'm gonna be quite frank because, if we can, I feel like it's easy to get a head injury nowadays, chat, and you got to be careful of that because sometimes, man, it ain't all there. It ain't all there, chat. So can't be having that. Dak out there. This is literally earlier. Okay, Dak out there in the white helmets, Cowboys practice, Diggs out there. So, here's a good one that I wanna touch. I wanna touch points on. Now, I feel like everybody think we about to trade Diggs. I feel like Diggs ain't going nowhere. Now, mind you, if he do, there go another one. Now, I'm not saying that he the best cornerback in the league, but he one of them. He top. So, are we gonna keep him, Jerry? Or what you doing, Jerry? What you doing? You playing with us? What you doing with us? Because I know you saying he ain't healthy and this and that and the fourth, but I'm gonna tell you right now, chat, that man healthy. He ready to play. He ready to go. It's all dependent on this front office. I don't know what the front office doing, but we got to get it together. Now, mind you, we moving on. We might as well start talking about the mock draft, because we might even do a little mock draft here in a minute. Because honestly, why not? Why not? So Tyler Guyton out there on the courts, that's good to see. We need Tyler back in there. We got to stay healthy, but Tyler Guyton needs to get healthy, man. And we just need to see some type of life back in that offensive line before this season's up. It's highly unlikely. The playoffs is over with. I'm pretty sure these players done booked their trips. Because if I was a player, I promise you I would have been booked my trip. Like, yeah, we ain't going. So yeah, we about to go ahead. Where we going? So, it's on to next season for these fellas. On to Dak year 11, guys. So we're gonna see how everything play out. So that's DeMarvion Overshown. So we got to think about this, chat. We really got to think about this. How Mm, mm, mm. I'm sorry if that just like doubled on y'all. Gotta fix that. But yeah, man, how can we change this culture around in Dallas? You get me? I don't know about y'all, but I want to win. I want to win the Super Bowl. I want to see. I want to see Dak hoist that trophy. I want to see him hoist it. That's the. I know that's his ultimate goal. Who else in the league ain't got no goal like that? So when is that gonna happen for him? Is it ever gonna happen? Are we really witnessing another Tony Romo, guys? Now, I'm not saying that Dak just sucks. I'm not saying that, but we can't get it done with him. He about to be on year 11, guys. We about to have 2 losing seasons back to back. 2 losing seasons back to back. 2. That's not good, guys. That's nothing that's gonna be good for your soul if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan. Because over this way, yeah, we struggling. We struggling, but we keep it pushing. We keep it pushing. That's all we can do, man. Because if we don't, I'm gonna tell y'all now, man, it ain't gonna work out. It ain't gonna work out. But yeah, guys, make sure y'all hit double tapping the screen, hitting the like button over on YouTube. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's easy. It's free support. TikTok, y'all better hit that like button, man. So yeah. Moving forward, I don't know, man. Let me see who. I wanted to see who. I swear we activated. Hold on, chat. Where is it? Brian Schottenheimer. Oh, yeah. The Cowboys designated the following players for return to practice: cornerback Josh Butler, running back Phil Mafia, and defensive end Peyton Turner. So he said the story was, so for me, it's only one playoff game. I put on Dak. Everyone else is defense. Okay. What game is that, though, Story World? Man, because I'm going to tell you now, a lot of people can't handle that. They can't. Us as Cowboy Nation, it's hard for us to can't handle a appeal like of somebody giving you the truth and saying, hey, that was Dak's fault this year, or that was the defense fault this year. Obviously this year it was the 100% the defense fault. Like, there's nothing else to it. But my thing is, man, is that we as a team, as an organization, they need to change this defensive scheme. They need to change the defensive mentality in Dallas, because I'm telling you, that's how teams are winning nowadays. Yes, you got to have a high-powered offense, and I feel like our high-powered offense is going to remain the same as long as Dak is in there. And because we know Dak got some years left. He got some years left. So with him having some years left, we got to be able to work around him, continue to keep that talent around him, because at some point, this defense going to corral it together, and there it is. And we better have the offensive weapons to be able to keep up with the defense. So it's a balance, and Jerry Jones is not good at balancing, it seems like. That's what it's seeming like. So we got to, man, I don't know, man. We just, then the O-line, I'm glad Tyler Guyton is, getting on the court, getting healthy, because yeah, the 49ers at home. You ain't lying. I'm going to tell you now, brother. What'd he say? Hold on. What'd he say?
He ain't lying.
Telling you. You ain't lying. So what? Bro, the 49ers at home, that game killed me. I did not understand that game one bit. I'm like, bro, there's no way you're 9 years, 8 years, 7 years in the league and you playing like this. So, we got to put that past him. We can't hang that around him. That I ain't that type of person. But what I am going to say is that he better get it together, because we are witnessing another Tony Romo, guys. And I cannot state that enough. We're looking at him. He is a $60 million man a year. Do y'all not understand that? I'm not pocket watching. I'm not none of that. That is the honest truth to toss that ball around and make plays and go win football games. $60 million a year and has not had any game success to show for it. Yeah, you didn't win football games. Yeah, you didn't use the all-time leader passer at Dallas. Yeah. But you have not got any championships to show for it, any playoff runs to show for it, any NFC championships, anything. Nothing. Just a big old fat goose egg. So, moving forward, guys, we got to be able to, like, Dak is to that point where we got to build around him, bro. Like, we got to give him the necessary weapons to go win these football games and, like, win these seasons. Next season and on up, it should be nothing but defense. This draft should be nothing but defense. Hold on, chat. Oh, man, I didn't mean to do that. That's crazy. How y'all feeling today, though, chat, man? Dallas Cowboys is out the playoffs. I ain't feeling too good. Bro, what's going on right here, brother? Oh, snap. I'm over here moving stuff on TikTok. My bad. Crazy. We about to do a little mock draft, chat. I want to see what it looked like. Let's see what a mock draft looked like. Go back. So look, let's do this. Let's do this, chat. Hold on. I'm trying to resize it right quick, chat. Because of course it wants to do that. Man, where we at? Come on now. I just need to resize this right quick. Or I could just do this. I might end up doing this. Yeah. Let's see what this works. Okay, so what's going on? What's going on, chat? What's going on? My bad. He said, what's your thoughts on getting Devin Lloyd from the Jags? Hey, and drafting something else. For real, man. Hey, I'm honestly, at this point, I am with anything. I mean, just anything. Because the Dallas Cowboys on the defense side of the ball, we need assistance. I mean, ASAP assistance. Like the assistance that should have came 2 years ago. Assistance. So we gotta think about this, We got to. So what we working with? Let me see what we working with here. We going I need to subscribe for this, y'all. I gotta subscribe for this. Well, we're going back to the drawing board for momentarily because they want me to subscribe. And boy, people love getting you to subscribe, don't they? All I need. I'm not subscribing. Let me see if I can find one. We gonna find one. Don't even trip. Don't even trip. Here we go. Here we go. Let's make sure. Just do 3 rounds right quick. right, so let's see if this will work. How we feeling, chat? How we feeling, man? We got it. I want to see what this is looking like. Hold on, that's too far. That's too far. All right, we ready. He said Burrow's better than Dak. He was up 2 scores to the Bills game and blew it. Bro, what that got to do with Dak? Y'all crack me up over there, man. Y'all know that. Y'all probably can't even see that. That's so little. We're gonna have to do something better. We got this. Let's go ahead and hit the start button. Where's the start button? Also, no. All right, here we go. So, I was trying to use PFF. They talking about subscribe. Man, I ain't doing all that right now. You have 4 trade offers. Reject. Golly. Ooh. They gonna have it's gonna be a board, chat. This is crazy. This is first pick. Round 1, pick 14 for the Dallas Cowboys. Look who's on the board still. I need defense. Where the defense at? Let me see. Look at some LBs. Sonny Styles, CJ Allen, Anthony Hill Jr. Okay. It's free unless you try to trade. Okay. Well, we gonna do another one. We're gonna do another one next live for sure. I gotta subscribe to that. So I'm gonna figure that out though. For sure. Sonny Styles, CJ Allen. Ooh, okay. Okay, so they got some LBs in there. What the cornerback room looking like? Colton Hood. I don't know no cornerbacks now. Malik Muhammad, I know him now. I know Malik Muhammad. Let's go with we're gonna try to go Caleb Downs. If he in here. He probably gone. Look like he gone. Look like he gone according to this one. Yep. Kansas City got him. According to that. So we just gonna go. That's crazy. Two first-round picks. See, we got to get it. See, I'm safety and LB for sure. Safety and LB off the rip. Yeah, Downs was gone. According to this one, Downs was gone. Kansas City picked him up 2 picks before us. So there's our 2 first-round picks. So, I mean, if you want me to be quite honest, it depends on the board, depends on the draft, but I feel like Caleb Downs, he ain't gonna be there. He ain't gonna be there, bro. He's not gonna be there. And look at all these picks before we pick again. Guys, we don't have a second round pick. Yeah, we don't have a second round pick. So we only have oh man, what is going on? So Sonny Styles, best pick for Cowboys. I mean, I like that. I like Sonny Styles. So these are 2 first-round picks. So these 2 first-round picks need to be addressed. Now, this one right here, we're going to be making videos over these two fellas right here because, in my opinion, these are good picks. These are good picks. So, moving forward, guys, with the Dallas Cowboys not having a third-round pick, how can we expect this draft to go? Yeah, we talking draft. I know we talking draft. But how can we expect it to go? Hold on, over there on Facebook. Sorry about that, Michael. He said we need a good defensive line next year. Cowboys fans, we need to get a good defensive line in Dallas. Smack talk, you think about starting Joe Milton at quarterback for Dallas. No. So the Dallas Cowboys is not starting Joe Milton. Joe Milton will continue to sit. And that's been already said by Brian Schottenheimer himself and Jerry Jones. They're planning to win these last 3 games, and Joe Milton will not be in. So moving forward, we're looking towards next season, guys. It's just we're playing to see what we can play out to get, and we're leaving it at that. But I'm going to tell y'all right now. Dallas Cowboys is up for a tall task on Sunday afternoon. I mean a tall task. Because we got to expect this secondary to cover them wide receivers, them little speedy wide receivers in there from the Chargers. So our secondary is beat up. Deron Bland just had surgery. Breaking news. Breaking news. So, I don't know. Yeah, this just in, 48 minutes ago. Deron Bland is facing surgery on his left foot for the second time in as many years. So, we're looking slim. Guys, it's just, that's where we're at. We have to get a defense moving forward. That's all the Dallas Cowboys need to be about. Defense. You got an 11-year quarterback. You probably about to sign Javonte. You got a couple running backs that you can possibly keep depending on their performance in these last 3 games and who you put in and whatnot. But I'm going to tell you now, we need safeties, cornerback depth, and defensive line depth. Not defensive line depth. Cornerback depth, safeties, and linebackers. That's what we need. Cornerback depth. So when we get into the later rounds, you start getting another one. Start getting a cornerback. But it should be no reason that the Dallas Cowboys are going after an offensive player in this next draft. I don't get it. So guys, if we think that the Dallas Cowboys is going to be just, man, we got to figure it out. He said, what happened with Blue? So the story with Blue, man, I'm going to tell y'all now. I was a very hyped guy over Jadon Blue. I watched him play in Texas because I'm an Oklahoma fan, and they played Texas in the Big 12 every year. And that was the biggest rivalry game. It still is. So when I was watching him and I seen that we got him, I said, yeah. If we don't do him right, I don't know what will. So it's a lot of gossip that's been said that bro can't get right. That means he's not getting the plays, and he probably ain't doing stuff right in the weight room, and he probably ain't no telling. But that's what I've been hearing. And then he put the ball on the ground. Last time they did give him a chance. Luckily, we did recover it. He didn't lose the fumble, but he did put the ball on the ground. And after that, Brian Schottenheimer has not activated him. He's been on just not active. So he's just sitting on the sideline in street clothes. So, we gotta be able to figure something out on the Dallas on this defense side of the ball, because I am tired of talking about the offense. This defense needs to be dissected this offseason. This defense needs to be held accountable this offseason. They need to go and do their break. They need to come back and they better be ready to work, because if they not, it's going to be another season. It's going to be another one of these seasons for the Dallas Cowboys. Who's ready? Because I ain't. I don't want one of them another horrible season Like, I'm tired of horrible seasons. Mike over there said, yeah, but Dak has not taken us to the playoffs for championship in the NFL. Nah, of course. So, moving forward, guys, we got to be able to, man, I don't know. I just want to win these games. Looking forward to next season. Hopefully we got to make good choices, man. We got to make good choices. We need to go make trades. We about to have I ain't gonna lie, we about to have a expensive defensive line, guys. We got expensive quarterback and we got expensive defensive line. That is our mantra right now. Straight up. Like, yeah, might have a little extra money, but we got a lot of money on that defensive line and a lot of money in that quarterback. That he didn't go by the name of Dak. Yeah, I said it. It's his real name, but his name is Dak. It's crazy because I don't know, man. We just gotta be able. We gotta be able to change the culture in Dallas. The Dallas Cowboys is. We lack discipline. We lack the will, the want to win. Now, I'm not saying everybody don't want to win. I ain't saying that. But what I'm saying is it shows when you can do all this talking in these press conferences, and this and that and the fourth. But, bro, what are you doing? Exactly. What are you doing? What are you really doing? So, moving forward, guys, this draft, we have to be able to get defensive players. Nothing else. We're going to end the show off with some player interviews right quick, just on some quick stuff, see what they talking about, and go from there, because, the Dallas Cowboys play football this weekend. We play football this weekend against the Los Angeles Chargers at noon in Dallas. So it's an early game. I might be live, guys. I'm thinking about doing a live reaction. I mean, just of the whole game, just watching it, not necessarily watching it with y'all on screen, but watching it and reacting to it. So we'll see about that. But, I appreciate everybody stopping by, showing some love. Make sure you hit that like button, guys. It's free. It's easy. It's simple. He said you will see Dak struggle against good defenses again, like always. His days are numbered in Dallas. Every team move on for their QB, but the Dallas Cowboys have not. I mean, hey, if that's what you think, that's what you think, brother. He's been there for 10 years, going on 11 years. I would rather have a tenured quarterback than a team that can't figure out who that quarterback is, such as the Miami Dolphins benching Tua, whatever his last name is, Tua. Now, I'm not saying that Tua sucks, but Tua, he ain't been playing the best. So, Dak Prescott, balling. Chat, am I lying? Do I need to pull? Chat, am I lying? Balling. MVP conversation. Defense can't get right. Allowing 30, 40 points a game. What you expect him to do? But it's different from them years that it was actually his fault. Now, it's different. He didn't choke them. He have. But this year, defense. No, I ain't saying he getting the MVP. What I'm saying is he was playing like it. If that defense, I'm telling you, if that defense would have got on a roll, I mean, just a little bit, and we would have been still winning, guys, Dak Prescott would have won the MVP, point blank period. If we would have gotten to the playoff, the second round, and maybe in the NFC Championship, Dak would have won MVP. That's how well he's playing this season. But without a defense, you can't, no, because you're gonna end up throwing interceptions. So there goes the MVP conversation slowly going down when your defense can't get it together. Your defense, you got to always score. You got to always put the ball in the air. You got to always put the ball in harm's way. You got to thread the needle. You got to make it happen. It's all on you every single game because the defense is giving up 40 points, 30 points a game. Guys, We need defense. Point blank, period. He said, you a stat guy, I see. But he's sitting at home. Stat guy. Balling on a couch in playoffs. What you mean, stat guy? I don't know what you're talking about, brother.
And downs, but how would you evaluate the last 2 weeks offensively?
I feel like super good as well as far as dominating and playing physical. But like I said once before, just execution, just trying to do that at a high level.
Shotty's talked a lot about these last 3 weeks, still, taking it with the same urgency and trying to win. But what's kind of the message been behind the scenes there?
Kind of the same thing, honestly. Just being urgent, trying to execute faster on a higher level, just to get back in our groove.
George, you obviously took a lot of criticism after the Lions game. What was that like from your perspective, just to see all the people kind of talking about your effort and all that?
I'm kind of more focused on the Chargers, honestly, just this following week. Just knowing that they're a 10-4 group, knowing that play physical, got a lot of good defensive guys.
Derwin James and Tony Jefferson, what stands out on tape about those two guys?
Like I said, physical. Been watching them a lot, like the run fit. I know Derwin likes to play more around the box now, later in his career. So we're just trying to fill voids and get to our routes with speed.
Has there anything the last couple of weeks been consistently what you've seen that's kind of led to your production not being what it was earlier?
Oh, yeah, just double coverage. It's really that simple. Just double coverage. Like I said, offensively, all we can do is just try to execute at a high level, depending on, no matter what that is.
Later in the season, doesn't come across as a disrespectful question, but it seems obvious when you guys are talking about your slant routes. If they take away the slant route, you get the go ball. Do you think you guys inadvertently gave them the secret sauce? I know that sounds ridiculous, but now they seem to really be focusing on some of those things.
No, not really. Like
the stand out in film, in other words.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely what I was gonna say. They probably definitely just watched film over the last 4 or 5 games, how many games that was. But definitely not that, just because those coverages been in the game for a while. You know what I mean? Just double covering a few receivers, Randy, a lot of great receivers over their time.
How are they double covering you differently?
Just keeping the guy inside and keeping the guy outside. Or keeping the guy
somebody on
over the
TikTok.
top
Hold
and
on.
having the guy underneath.
Somebody on TikTok, he said, Drizzy said, they PR trained my boy. You ain't lying, bro.
Side of the field,
he ain't never used to talk like that.
Like I said,
never.
Crazy flows going crazy, which is super proud of them guys.
You still get as much satisfaction as seeing those guys be able to open up when there's double coverage on you or the middle of the field is muddied up because of the slant production?
Yeah, most definitely. I get super happy just because they put in the same work that I do. So when I can definitely, no matter schematically, get them open, vice versa is them doing the same thing, it's always a plus.
How do you beat double coverage?
Definitely moving guys around, certain plays. Sometimes you can just run the ball on it, honestly.
Is there a release or a tell that you didn't realize that you were putting out on tape that you're working to fix?
Nah, not really. Just understanding, different looks and different coverages. And like I said, when the teams do a lot of scattered coverages, you can honestly just, like I said, run the ball on it. You feel me? They get out of there. When you see a lot of cover one with guys roll down and people in the box, that's kind of when you want to pass on it. But definitely when we see that, going to adjust.
How comfortable are you moving around? Shotty said that since CD moves, it's harder to double team him versus you, who lines up in a lot of similar spots.
Yeah, definitely the same thing. I would definitely probably say the same thing. Slide outside, definitely good offensive ways to get a guy open.
CD was saying last week he thought a lot of people were just waiting for you to have a bad game to say, see, there it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely what it felt like, but I can't, really get into that. Everybody got a job to do.
There's a lot of scrutiny that comes with playing for the Steelers, but is it even more magnified playing here?
Nah, not really. Kind of like what I told him, everybody has a job to do. Some people's job is to do that. It's like tear down character, see how much clicks they can get. But I'm just here to play football, help the team.
Bro. Hey, bro. Bro said, see how many clicks they can get. I am crying. What? Yeah, they definitely PR trained him. they didn't PR train George Pickens because George Pickens, what are you talking about? Clicks. Bro, I'm with it. Own it up to, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. But, bro.
How do you keep your head focused?
Come on, man.
Just stay with the guys because they definitely got the same mindset as me.
Are you used to it at this point?
Oh, yeah.
Make sure y'all hit that
Starting to
like
get
button,
kinda
double
old,
tap the
honestly.
screen. Appreciate everybody
How are you
popping
feeling
in.
about the fact of such a small percentage chance now you guys have to make the playoffs?
Just one day at a time. Like I said, you never know what can happen. So just keep grinding.
Let's get one more, guys.
I know, obviously.
It's over.
I know, obviously,
It's
the goal is a
over.
long-term contract.
They win.
What are your thoughts on the franchise tag in general?
Just kind of like what I just told him.
I like
All I
this.
can do is just keep one day forward and keep going.
He said one day forward and keep going. Hey, I'm with it. All right, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all now. George Pickens, man. I had to watch George because I feel like George, he want his bread. Now it's a matter of when, and it's a matter of if Jerry gonna be difficult. Are we about to franchise tag George Pickens? Because I smell it, but then again, I smell a little. Go ahead and pay him. You know, it just I don't know. It's gonna be a sight to see in Dallas next season. What they doing with George Pickens? Who they picking up on this defensive side of the ball? Are they gonna make any off-season moves in the trade? And like, are they gonna do anything in the free agency? All these players gonna be free agents. What's gonna be the difference maker for Dallas next season? Man, because we all know this season's over with. I appreciate everybody stopping by, showing some love to the stream. Make sure, hey, and if y'all don't know me, I go by the name of Smack Talk. I do all Dallas Cowboys content, and I do it for everybody. So you can just get an honest opinion because I'm going to tell you now, I keep it honest. I'll be honest. A lot of people don't like it. You should see the comments under my videos, under my VODs. You should see the comments under my VODs. But you know what? We ain't worried about it. We ain't worried about it because you know why? It's football. And a lot of you think you know football, but you don't. Sorry to say it, but that's the truth. That's the truth. And that's how I feel. But, I appreciate everybody stopping by, showing some love. Until next time, deuces.